Today, join us on a voyage into the life of Artemisia I of Caria, a queen who defied conventions and sailed into the annals of history. Artemisia I of Caria was a remarkable woman who ruled the ancient Greek city-state of Halicarnassus and fought as an ally of the Persian. She was praised by the historian Herodotus for her courage and wisdom, and she earned the respect of Xerxes, who often consulted her for advice. Artemisia's story. Artemisia was born in the 5th century BC, the daughter of Lygdamus, the king of Halicarnassus, a city in the southwestern coast of Anatolia. Her mother was from the island of Crete, and she inherited her name from the goddess of hunting and the wild, Artemis. She married a man of noble birth, but he died soon after, leaving her with a young son, Pisandelus. She became the queen of Halicarnassus and the nearby islands of Kos, Nisseros, and Calymnus, and ruled them with skill and authority. When the Persian king Xerxes decided to invade Greece in 480 BC, he summoned his allies from all over his vast empire to join his army and navy. Artemisia was one of the few rulers who volunteered to support him, not out of fear or obligation, but out of her own ambition and desire for glory. She brought 5 ships to the Persian fleet, which numbered over 1,000. Her ships were among the best and fastest in the fleet, and she personally commanded them with bravery and cunning. The first naval encounter between the Persians and the Greeks was at the Strait of Artemisium, where the Greeks tried to block the Persian advance. The battle lasted for 3 days, and was inconclusive, but Artemisia distinguished herself by sinking a Greek ship and capturing its crew. She also managed to escape from a dangerous situation, when she was pursued by a Greek ship, by ramming and sinking a friendly Persian ship. The Greeks, thinking that she was one of them, stopped chasing her, and she sailed away safely. Xerxes, who was watching the battle from a nearby hill, was impressed by her feat, and said, "My men have become women, and my women men." The second and decisive naval battle was at the Strait of Salamis, near Athens, where the Greeks lured the Persians into a trap. The Persian fleet was too large and crowded to maneuver effectively in the narrow waters, and the Greeks took advantage of their superior tactics and skill to inflict a heavy defeat on them. Artemisia again showed her courage and intelligence, by advising Xerxes not to engage the Greeks at sea, but to land his troops and besiege Athens, which was already abandoned by its inhabitants. She warned him that the Greeks were better sailors than the Persians, and that he risked losing his whole fleet if he fought them. Xerxes, however, did not listen to her, and followed the advice of his other commanders, who were eager to fight and confident of victory. During the battle, Artemisia again found herself in a perilous situation, when she was surrounded by Greek ships. She decided to break through the enemy lines, and headed towards the nearest Persian ship. The Persian captain, who did not recognize her, thought that she was an enemy, and prepared to attack her. Artemisia, however, hoisted the Greek flag on her ship, and signaled to him that she was a friend. The Persian captain, fooled by her trick, let her pass, and she escaped from the trap. The Greeks, who saw her fleeing, thought that she was a deserter, and did not pursue her. Xerxes, who again witnessed the scene from his throne, was delighted by her cleverness, and said, "You see, Mardonius, how well Artemisia fights, and how ill the others do their duty." After the battle, Xerxes decided to retreat from Greece, and left behind a large army under the command of his general Mardonius, who was later defeated by the Greeks at the Battle of Plataea. Artemisia escorted Xerxes' illegitimate sons to safety at Ephesus, and then returned to Halicarnassus. She continued to rule her lands until her death.